that entered its airspace. Is that related? John Huddy is live in Jerusalem. John, what was that Syrian jet doing that the Israelis wound up shooting it out of the sky?
Yeah, well, Steve, it looks like they were hitting rebel targets. Remember, anti-Syrian government forces, rebel factions, have been battling the Syrian government right along the Israeli border on the Syrian side. So it appears at this point that the fighter jet, the Syrian fighter, strayed, as you said, into Israeli airspace, and then Israel shot it down with a Patriot missile. So really, at this point, it's not connected with the U.S. airstrikes that are going on. Remember, the Israeli border is to the south, is in the southern part of Syria. A lot of the fighting with ISIS has been to the north. So that said, the Syrian Foreign Ministry actually issued a statement earlier saying that the American side, and by the way, we got some amateur video of smoke from that fighter jet as it went down. And we're hearing, actually, the pilots were able to eject in time. But Syria's foreign ministry, in terms of the U.S. airstrikes that have been going on, released a statement saying that the American side informed Syria's permanent envoy to the UN that the strikes will be launched against the Daesh terrorist organization in Raqqa, Daesh, an Arabic term for ISIS. And Raqqa is in the northern part of Syria. It's been a main battlefront, all that area that ISIS has controlled between the Syrian government and ISIS as well. So, you know, when President Obama announced this 12 days ago, the Syrian government and Syrian officials said without consent from Damascus, that it would be considered an act of aggression. So whether Syria now has given its consent is unclear, Steve, Brian, and Elizabeth. But Syria's deputy prime minister, by the way, is in New York. He will be speaking, or scheduled to speak, on Monday, followed by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Whether any of this will come up in terms of the fighter being shot down. And remember, I also want to point out that there was a Syrian drone that Israel also shot down a couple weeks ago because of the fighting along the border. So again, it does not look like, and from what we're hearing from the Israeli army, that this has anything to do with the U.S. airstrikes or Syria's response.
Right. All right. John Huddy live in Jerusalem.